Previously from the Hood Blogger.
The armored truck guys taking the money into the check cashing place, and the other John, they jamming somebody coming out of the check cashing place, and the person coming out has 6 figures. So we're gonna get into the first one, because the first one is so crazy that these guys damn near got a whole ticket from this one, bro. 700,000, bro. Hey, yo, this SB Twiz, the Hood Blogger. Y'all know how I carry it. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with the content. I appreciate y'all. Salute to the new subs. Salute to the day one, man. All I ask is to hit the like button when y'all pull up. But let's get straight into this story, bro. It's actually a double story. It's vicious, bro. The streets of Philly is hungry right now. Listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Probably like last month, I did a video on, you know, somebody basically, they jammed a armored truck, and they had got like 700 bands off of it. You know, they had the Jammy Grammys for last month. You know what I'm saying? But this month, bro, right now, 2025, these guys right here, they get the award, man. They got the Jammy Grammys for real, for real. So, you know, I'm just scrolling and I see on the news, bro, $1.5 million lick, bro, they hit. So they basically jammed the armored truck down Port Richmond, right? So they jammed it. It was so smooth and so clean. They caught him broad daylight behind the Home Depot. And it's crazy because he was actually in the, you know, like one of the actual Brink truck joints. Like it wasn't like the van or nothing like that. So they catch Main Man, and you know, Main Man was by himself in that joint. So they jam him. They get 1.5 million. They take his ratchet. They get away clean. So at the end of the day, people shocked and all that. It be cracking me up when I be seeing on the news. It be like people from, it don't matter what part of the city it happens in. You be seeing people come up on the news and they be talking like nothing like that. I would have never thought nothing like this would have ever happened. Listen, do you know what city you walking in? You ain't safe nowhere in the streets of Philly. It's gonna go down any given second. Philly is a high-speed city, bro, and you gotta be on point. And most of the time when things happen, it be that little second that your guard down. You might be coming out of Walmart or something like that, or just, you know, spinning the McDonald's, and then it get goofy. But that's what they had to say on the news.
Investigation in an armored truck heist in Philadelphia's Port Richmond section. The FBI is assisting local authorities after 2 men made off with a significant amount of money right here. Action News reporter Annie McCormick has the details on how they are able to make off with so much cash.
It happened just before 8 o'clock this morning, and sources are telling us that Brinks driver was alone in the truck when he was approached by 2 armed men who made off with more than $1 million in cash and his gun. Philadelphia police and the FBI responding to an armored truck heist in Port Richmond. Sources say at least $1.5 million was stolen when that Brinks truck made a stop at this Home Depot in the 3700 block of East Thompson Street.
1.5 million, you said? Yeah, that's crazy. I had pulled up, I seen the truck, but I didn't know what was going on for real. It was just a whole bunch of tape up, but that is crazy though.
Shoppers at the Target behind the Home Depot watched investigators process the scene. Just before 8 a.m., 2 armed men in all black wearing ski masks ambushed the driver who was operating the truck alone. They stole the driver's gun too. Investigators have now left and taken the Brinks truck away. They focused the majority of their attention on this alleyway that runs alongside the Home Depot.
Who would think about doing something like that? You know what I mean? You're going to get caught eventually.
Usually stuff like this does not even happen around here. It just feels unsafe anymore.
Sources say investigators are looking into another armed robbery of a Brinks truck, also involving 2 suspects. It happened June 2nd in Queens, New York. In that case, the driver and armed guard were robbed of a gun and $300 grand in cash. Back in Philadelphia, they continue to investigate. Those 2 armed men, according to police, were last seen fleeing southbound in a black Hyundai here on East Thompson Street. Reporting in Port Richmond, Annie McCormick, Channel 6, Action News.
I tell you one thing, not only has the past, 4 to 5 years in Philly been crazy, Philly always been crazy, but what I mean is today's, generation and all that, bro, being in the streets, man, they privileged to be able to rock shiesties and all that, even though it's not, I guess they supposed to have banned them joints in Philly, but ain't nobody trying to hear that. But you know, they is blessed to be able to rock them shiesties and all that. Cause you know, our generation of growing up, those of y'all that's from my generation, the 80 babies and all that, and the ones before us, y'all know how hot Philly was, bro. We was illegal search and seizure all day. You might have just been spinning to the Jink store or something real quick, going to get some Dutchess or something, and you bound to get hopped out on just being in certain areas and all that. But nowadays it's so sweet that you could be on the outside with you know what I'm saying, 7, 8 young boys, and they out there, they all got shiesties on, you know, and they just get to, you know, rock out. Our generation was so hot, even though a lot of people was spanking cases with them illegal searches and seizures. It's like, if our generation was able to have those shiesties and be unbothered, as wild as it was when we came up, it would have been 100 times wilder then too. You know, at the end of the day, we couldn't really do nothing. It was hot as fish grease when we was coming up. But it's crazy now, because it don't matter where you go, bro. Man, listen, I was going to Jamaican D's the other day. I seen a young boy with a shiesty, and his dog had a shiesty too. But what's even crazy about this situation, so like I said, they got that 1.5. You know, they up right now. So I'm looking, and then like 5 days later, bro, another joint get jukes. But this one was like the van. They had jammed them back, I think Longcrest, right? They jammed them, and the jammy mission was similar to the last one, where you know, whoever did it, they got the bread and they took the ratchet off the driver and all that.
An armored truck robbery in a matter of days has police wondering if the two are connected. This latest video will show you from the latest one taking place right in the middle of the day yesterday. Jennifer, the FBI now assisting police in this investigation. What can you tell us?
Yes, Philadelphia police say the suspects got away with a bag of cash, and they also stole a gun from that armored truck driver. But police also say that driver was wearing a body camera that captured the license plate number of the suspect's getaway car.
I can't believe it's happening again.
Evelyn Cruz heard about last weekend's armed robbery of a Brinks armored truck in Port Richmond, and to her surprise, another armored truck was robbed, this time at the Aldi in Longcrest, where she just finished shopping.
It's shocking. I thought it was hard to get in an armored truck and rob somebody like that.
Philly police say Thursday's armed robbery involved this Loomis armored truck. It happened around 3 in the afternoon on Whitaker Avenue, where many come to shop and eat. Officers say the Loomis driver was in uniform and armed with a gun.
He was about to make a cash delivery when he was in the back of that armored vehicle retrieving the cash. That's when he was approached by 2 masked men. One had a rifle, one had a handgun.
Police say the masked suspects pointed their guns at the driver and stole his gun and a bag of cash from the rear of the armored car containing $1,000. They were seen getting away in a brown vehicle, possibly a Nissan Maxima, driven by a third suspect.
And only for $1,000, that's all they got. I don't think it was very worth it for them.
Yeah.
Just, and that's probably like a really high crime, so they're gonna get like a lot of years for that if they get caught.
Police tell Fox 29 Saturday morning's armed robbery of a Brinks truck near this Home Depot in Port Richmond also involved 2 armed men wearing masks who got away in a black Hyundai with a stolen firearm and cash.
We did have another armored vehicle robbery, and we're going to look to see if it's the similar method of operation, similar description of our perpetrators.
In addition to the body-worn camera video, Philadelphia police say there are a lot of businesses in that area, so potentially a lot of surveillance video that they hope to reveal more clues about this incident. And police also say that, again, they are looking for 3 suspects for yesterday's armed robbery, and they say now presumably those suspects have 3 guns. So very concerning here, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Jennifer, thank you for the update.
I'm gonna tell you now, you know, whatever the situation with those jammy missions, you know, whoever did what, bro, it don't even matter. Y'all gotta get up out the country, bro, because at the end of the day, whoever they try to pin it on, which either side, they gonna try to automatically, you know, make it like y'all did both them Jones, and them letter boys is involved. So y'all know when, you know, money getting took and stuff, they try to, whatever happened, if you get booked for a situation that's similar to other Jones that was going on within that time period, they gonna try to jam everything on you, bro. So, you know, if you got that bread or whatever, if you watching, bro, you know what I'm saying, please don't be playing around in the city. Don't go to Atlanta or nothing like that. Bro, y'all need to get up out the country with that at the end of the day. And don't look back, man. SV Twiz, the hood blogger, y'all know how I carry it.